This is every secret update that happened yesterday. Now, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I broke down all of the patch notes that we got from the update. However, there were some secret updates that we have to talk about today. One of the biggest issues within LEGO Fortnite was the vehicles, and that was a huge part of the update yesterday, where they worked on the power cells and they also worked on the durability. However, we still have the issue with vehicles turning over, flipping sideways, and continuing to struggle in different aspects of the game. However, now there was a secret update, so when your vehicle flips over just like this, if you go into your settings, over to your keybind area and then down to the new LEGO Fortnite driver's seat setting, you will see a new setting called Flip Vehicle. So I have mine as my control button or my G button on my keybinds. However, you guys can do this on controller as well. When you're sitting inside of that driver's seat, simply press that button and it'll flip your entire vehicle back over. Now, when it comes to this, you do need to be sitting inside of the driver's seat in order to turn the vehicle back upright. If you guys are outside of the vehicle or can't get back into that driver's seat, you are going to struggle in order to do this. However, it does seem like they made it so it's a little bit easier to go and get into the driver's seat to then flip over your Jeep, your car, or your truck. So this is a huge feature that they added just to continue to go ahead and help every single one of us out. Now, yesterday we smashed the 750 like goal. So today, if we hit 1,000 likes, we'll give away another LEGO Battle Pass to somebody in the comment section below. Now, another huge thing that we got yesterday was obviously the granite and wood now increasing from a total of 50 per stack up to 80. But the real great thing about this is that any of you guys that have your chest filled with granite or wood, you can now merge them. That'll free up even more space for you, and then you can get the materials back on any empty chest. So I had a few rooms available from doing the old duplication glitch, which gave you a ton of granite. So what I'm able to do is actually break down those chests, get my iron and frost pine back, and then start stashing away this granite again in a much smaller area chest. Now, this isn't the craziest of updates. However, it is something that is actually pretty useful. We all know that you could use swords on different trees in the game. However, now you could actually use your pickaxe on the super small and thin trees. You'll see this doesn't work on the large ones at all, but those super thin trees, you can use this on in order to get yourself some wood. Obviously, the sword works on them as well. It is just very weak. So if for whatever reason you guys are like me and don't have a forest axe on you while you actually need some wood, you can go around using your pickaxe and that will still be able to get you some wood. You can punch these down as well, as they are really thin. However, it is just easier to one-shot them with a pickaxe rather than swinging your fists at them over and over again. Now, this hotfix came about a week ago and wasn't directly with this update, but some people do not realize that sandstone was actually made a little bit cheaper. If you guys go inside of the dry valley or the shore biome with a shovel, you can actually get yourself some sand, which can be used to make glass. Also, inside of the stone breaker, you can make sandstone. Previous to the hotfix, it took 2 pieces of sand and 1 granite in order to make sandstone, making it extremely expensive. Now, they lowered that cost down to 1 sand and 1 granite for 1 sandstone. That is extremely useful when it comes to the new Star Wars builds that you get from the LEGO Battle Pass, because some of them took up to 409 sandstone, others are more than 200, and then you have some with just 100 or 50. So having this lowered definitely helped every single one of us out that wanted to build all of these buildings up, and we may need sandstone in future updates. Now, this next one is actually a little bit more useful than you may realize. If you guys are one of those players that dies inside of the Frostland caves, or just dies because too many enemies pick on you and you're very far away from your village, something that you can actually do is wait out the respawn button here. So if you guys didn't know, they added back the AFK timer. So after 15 minutes, you'll actually get removed from the game. And once you get removed, it'll tell you were kicked for being idle. Now, all that you want to do is press continue and then load right back into your game. What's going to happen is you'll actually be found right next to where you previously died at. So right now I don't have a bed here, but instead of loading back in at my original home base or where my bed was located, I should be spawning much closer to where my backpack dropped. That's something that's going to help you guys when it comes to actually dying inside of Frostland caves, Dry Valley caves, or anything like that where you're actually far away from your village. This will make it a lot easier for you to grab your stuff back and then continue to journey off. 15 minutes is a long period of time, of course, and in some cases you could just press the respawn button and go and grab your stuff anyway, but this is extremely useful if you die inside of caves or very far away from your village. Now, another nice thing that happened was they actually did work on the servers and then overall stability in the game. Something that they didn't mention was that those players that were on the Xbox One or PS4 or any older generation console weren't actually able to get into their worlds. They oftentimes saw an error code. After this update, that did actually fix, so all of those players are now finally able to get back in online and enjoy their game mode. So that means that every single one of you guys that were locked out of your worlds should now be able to get right back into it. That way you guys can grind out your LEGO pass and continue to enjoy the game. Now, something else that we don't know about just yet is if they fix the issue when it comes to vehicles disappearing in the game. Something I will say is on my video yesterday, I do have less complaints about people losing their vehicles, which is extremely nice. Something that we did find out is that the vehicles are just disappearing underneath of the map. So if you park yourself on top of a cave, typically it'll be located inside of the walls of that cave, so at least you can get your materials back. However, if it goes underneath of the map, there's really not much you can do. The only solution that I can think of that should work, and it has worked for me as I haven't lost any of my vehicles, is making sure that they're either airborne so that they're not falling through the floor, but also try to make sure that they are above a foundation or a flooring. That should go ahead and help and prevent them from actually falling through the floors and give every single one of us a bit of a more enjoyable experience. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and are enjoying the brand new update in LEGO Fortnite. If you guys have seen any newer secret updates that I didn't break down in this video or yesterday's, make sure that you guys comment them down below.